I hate to tell you this, but you're probably doing passwords wrong. At least that's what the National Institute of Standards says in the document they produced a few years ago with password guidance. That basically says what we've been doing as an organization with password strength policies is making security worse, not better. So the old rules, let's take a look at those. It was that there was a formula you needed to follow. Mixture of upper and lowercase characters, numbers, special characters, things like that. And what that does in combination with an expiration date is make it so that users end up with passwords they can't remember. And if they can't remember them, then they have to write them down. And if we make them change them a lot, then they've really got to write them down. So instead of the old rules of a formula and expiration, in fact, the new guidance is that we should look at length. Length is strength when it comes to passwords. The longer your password, the harder it's going to be to crack. And if you choose something like a passphrase, something that is something you will remember, maybe even a sentence. If you came up with Mary had a little lamb, you can remember that very easily. Now, don't choose that one because everyone else will guess it. But some phrase like that is long and hard to crack and easy to remember. And don't change your password. The new rules say have them last indefinitely. Unless there's a particular reason to change a password, leave it in place because changing them constantly is causing people to choose bad passwords and write them down. Old rules also said provide hints. In case you can't remember your password, right there on the login screen, it might say something like, okay, here's a question to help you remember what your password is. The new rules say, nope, no hints. Because think about it this way, why would we give a hint to an unauthenticated user? We don't know if it's you or not. If you're the bad guy, I don't want to be making it easier for you to guess what my password is. And the old rules all relied on secret questions to reset. If I've forgotten my password and need to come up with a new one, then there's a set of questions that I'll ask you that presumably only you would know the answer to. The new rules say, no, go out of band for that kind of connection, for that kind of reset. In other words, make a phone call, make a text message, use some other form of communication in order to verify that the user is who they claim to be, because the secret questions turn out not to be all that secret. In fact, most of those answers that relate to your favorite this or that or your high school mascot can all be found on social media. So old rules lead to more insecure passwords. New rules lead us to a better user experience and better security.